Just a picture of LeBron on the stage.
Yeah.
You know what I think about this?
What?
Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and over the last almost 2 years, I've been mentoring a new photographer by the name of Aaron. Now, if Aaron looks familiar to you, that's because recently I had him over to Alan's camera to set him up with some fun to photographer cameras, where I took him from DSLRs and hooked him up with some modern mirrorless cameras because he's done so well over the last year and a half. It's time to reward him for all of the hard work that he's put in. Now, over those last 2 years, he's had the ability to call me, text me, email me, and get on a one-on-one mentorship call like the one you're about to see in just a few moments, because that is the best way to help him get better. There will not be fire emojis, and there will not be thumbs up, and there might be some tears. Well, he's not going to cry, but the best way to get feedback and to get better as a photographer is to talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about and is going to do more than say, I like this, I don't like that. The only way to get better is to put the reps in, but also learn from other photographers. So before we jump into his latest mentorship call, which I recorded so you guys can learn from it, I am doing a back to school sale for mentorships over at FroKnowsPhoto.com/mentorship. I have 2 different options. You can do a one-on-one 45-minute live Zoom call with me, which is very similar to what you're going to see with Aaron in just a second, and you can save $40 when you use the code that's up on the screen right now. Or you can get a recorded 15-minute rapid fire critique and save $20 with this code on the screen, and the codes will expire when the sale is over. But this is the best way to save money on getting a mentorship with me. Nonetheless, you can learn a ton of information from this mentorship call with Aaron. So here it is. I hope you enjoy.
What's up, Aaron? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you ready for another mentorship call?
Can't wait. Hopefully this one is good.
I mean, you've been busy, right, since the last one.
Very busy.
What are we going to look at today? What do we have a breakdown of? What type of images?
So it's kind of from the end of last spring to the end of the summer. Kind of just a lot of different sporting events, a lot of different ideas, because I was working with a couple companies to, capture content. But yeah.
Let's jump in. Let's see what we got. All right. So this is still with the 1DX Mark III, which you started with, and now we've switched you up to an R3. So, I mean, this is perfectly fine. Good editing. Well, I'm going to say perfectly fine until it. Did you select the background to do background blur on this?
No, I didn't do background blur on it.
All right, good, because I was just looking right around this foot. This back foot's not in focus, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, maybe it's that shallow of a depth of field with the 300-2.8.
Great question.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just that much. But this is fine. Good edit, good lines. What do you think?
I liked it. I mean, it's Trevor Bauer, so for me, watching all of his YouTube videos, it was cool to see him pitch in person. So I was just trying to get as many action shots of him and different kind of shots as him throughout the night.
What's the choice of vertical on this versus horizontal?
As a pitcher myself, I really like the vertical pictures of me. So I kind of just took them for him too.
All right. Did you have a 400 with you?
I did not have the 400 with me. I've realized that the 400 at this stadium doesn't really shoot well. Because you're shooting behind a net at this stadium, you don't really have a clear sight, and I don't know. I just didn't really like shooting the 400 there. I brought it the first time.
You should be using 400 for sports for baseball.
Okay.
If you're going to shoot tight shots, because you would come in here and you would get a much if you're looking to do a baseball card shot, which is this not the right aspect ratio again? What are you doing?
A lot of these might have been cropped for Instagram just because
Stop saying that.
That's how they wanted them, so it just made it easier for me to just crop it and send it to them.
Okay, well, don't send them to me that way.
Okay.
Please stop. Okay. Please. I get it. I get we live in. Okay, so this is the world we live in. Is people think that Instagram? I'm not saying you, but these clients. I keep telling you, right? You give them what they want, but then you give them what they need. So what they want is shit for Instagram. But if you're going to crop this for Instagram, which I'm not still a fan of cropping anyway, if you're going to crop this for Instagram, I just like, this is what your 400 is going to give you. I just don't know why you wouldn't shoot it like this in the first place. I do like images to breathe. As you know, I'm going to yell at you for shooting everything too tight. But you give them the tight shot, right? Shoot it that way. There's no reason the 400 shouldn't work through the fence, through the netting. It would, in fact, be better to shoot the 400 through the netting right up against the net than anything else. So it's going to be better than the 300. This is fine. I just don't understand the crop. I get it, but also do horizontal at the same time. You know, get your verticals, get your horizontals, get everything that you need, because he's going to be throwing multiple pitches throughout a game. So make sure you get that.
Yeah.
All right. But the edit looks good. Exposure looks good. Focus looks really good. Okay, we've got him on the bench with the 300. I don't like the headroom. It's just dead space. I like your edit. I like the look and feel of it. I think that's fine, right? I like this, but there is so much dead space that it's not even funny up there. This lives horizontal. He's on the bench.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, yes, you can do vertical, and yes, you can also do horizontal as well. I want you to do both, and if you have time on the bench, then you should do it. But you literally just threw him right in the middle. Now, is this a case of focusing points on the DSLR versus focusing points on the mirrorless?
What do you mean?
Well, now you don't have to worry about focusing points on the mirrorless because it locks onto the eye, and then you can compose better.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. I don't remember. This was in the spring.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's something to keep in mind. Like, I'm not saying that you should. Oh, I hate this crop, Aaron. I really hate this crop. Like, even that, if you're gonna do the shot, it's more along these lines, right? I probably would leave a little bit more room to breathe behind him, like that, right? Okay. But it's just a tight picture. We lose out on the bench. We lose out on what is he looking at? Are there other people? It's good to get the ISO shots. We talk about this, wides, medium, sights, details. I yelled at you out at the All-Star game because you didn't have all the lenses I gave you with you, and we'll talk about that when we get there. This is fine to do a tight shot, but you should be out there with some of your wider lenses as well.
Okay.
On the bench. 24 to 70, even at 11 to 24. I mean, are you able to get close in this situation?
No, you have to stay behind like the one line that they have there.
All right. Then this is back up, do horizontal. I want to see leading. I want to see where he's looking. It's just not a good composition. Too much bullshit on the left, too much empty space on the right, too much up top. So you just gotta and it's not just about tight. It can breathe, but you're gonna find that the majority of the photos that are gonna be the keepers seem to end up being horizontal. It just got to tell the story. It's not saying that verticals aren't going to be good. It's got to tell the story.
Yeah.
This one you didn't crop? No, this one you did crop as well. So 2, 3. Too much bottom space. Like this is I rather have more headroom than feet room. So like if you're going to do that, that is it. Now, if we're not going to have a 400, because you know me, I don't want you to crop after the fact as much. You just need to compose up, right? You need to leave more even headroom at the top and the bottom would be better.
Okay.
But I mean, it doesn't even, I don't know if he's cheering. I mean, even the guy in the outfield just playing with his hat, it's just like, I could see that. But good isolation there. It's fine. It's going to get boring. And if he gives you access, because is this before he gave you access?
Yeah, this was before.
All right, and then he saw your stuff and was like, come out more?
Posted a lot of them. Yeah, it was cool.
Can you do practices if he does practice? Can you get access to that?
Well, now he's playing in Mexico, so no.
Yeah, you can. Go to El Flanco Blanco.
Yeah.
He's literally...
Not anymore.
No. Well, he's back in Mexico. But if you do, like I keep saying to you with the access, these shots are going to get boring.
Right.
Baseball shots, anything that's happening in front of the field is going to get boring to you after a while. That's why you have to tell the stories. And I keep saying, in the minor leagues, in the Savannah Bananas, when you go to these events, it's not no one gives a shit about stilts. Like, you get a good picture of stilts, great. But what they care about are all the kids that are in the stands watching the game. Those are the real images. And those are the images that a company is going to use for marketing purposes more than just a tight picture. Anybody can go take the tight picture of stilts and all the other people. I can't name another Savannah Banana, so it doesn't really matter. But is this Trevor Bauer signing?
Yeah, and then everyone around him.
10,000 ISO.
Yeah, it was dark. That stadium is really bad at light.
Right. So let's think about this. The light isn't changing. He's not fast moving.
Drop the shutter a bit.
Drop the shutter a lot. And this is with your older camera. You can get away with it more with the R3, but even then, there is no reason to be a 10,000th of a second here. Sorry, 1,000th of a. Is that 1,000th of a second?
Yeah.
My eyes deceive me. Yes, it's a thousandth of a second. Even if we cut it in half, 1/500th, we're at 5,000 ISO, which is a much better place in all cameras. So there is no action here. But where are we even focused? So that's part of the issue.
I purposely I kind of I focused on the people, and then
where?
I think I focused on the one guy, the one kid to the left. Yeah.
This kid?
No, the kid up top, but I don't think it focused on him.
This out of focus guy?
Yeah.
This out of focus guy?
That was
out of focus guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is this kid trying to get a tooth signed?
There was random stuff. One guy got his chest signed. It was weird.
So I like the idea of focusing on a subject that, you don't need Trevor Bauer here. The issue is that I know it's a little tougher to move that focusing point around with the older DSLR. With the mirrorless camera, you'll have a much easier time of selecting the subject. And then if there's times where you only want to focus on, like, Trevor Bauer or something, we can, hit a button and I put it into single point. It might be one of the top right back buttons. If you hit one of them, it will switch from continuous AF to single, which is where you could just move the box. But remember, with single point, it's not going to track someone, but it allows you to just override the other autofocus system and just allow you to move that point to wherever you need it. I like the idea of it, but this is not a 70 to 200 picture. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is a 14 to 24 picture. Sorry, 11 to 24.
Yeah.
You have to do that. You have to let go of this 70 to 200.
Okay.
Yeah, everything just gets boring. There's only so much you can do. It's just there are how many more people wider than this are watching?
A lot of people.
Then how are we not showing that?
Right, yeah.
11 to 24. You have that lens. You have to have that either on the second body now with like the R5 I gave you, and then something on the other. But I don't like shooting with two cameras all the time. I mean, it's one thing if you want a 400 2.8 and then another one. You leave another one. You leave the 400 2.8 sitting down. This is an 11 to 24 all day, because then you can get wide. You can focus on Trevor even at 2.8 or sorry, it's an f4, and it's gonna focus on everybody basically.
Right.
Then you got to get rid of, not get rid of it, but you have to start thinking to tell the story, the wides.
Okay. That was just the one for his personal videographer. I was just getting him. He wanted them.
I got you. 24. Yeah, it's fine. It's not great. It's that, settings are fine, good. Still really happy with what you've done with the DSLR now, learning on that and now switching to the mirrorless has been obviously an easy transition, but or a much easier transition and better images. But you got to look at, he's got to be a little further away from you.
Okay.
Right? You got to get him probably when he's about 5 feet back and look for the split of the feet, right? One foot, heel to toe, and heel to toe. So you want this, whoop, not that, but this, right? Okay. Not the foot where it's there. And so that's a quick burst that you could do as someone's walking. So it's fine in the dugout, but this is where 11 to 20, again, a wider shot, it's going to help convey the scene. Right now, you're taking pictures.
Yeah.
They're just pictures, right? I want to see photographs. Meh. Is this added grain? Why are you adding grain to your images?
I just really liked one of the presets that you had.
Well, yes, even though there are presets, I personally don't like adding grain to photos. This
Okay.
one probably has a version without grain.
Yeah.
Steven likes adding the grain. Some people like doing it. I personally don't. You're at 2500th of a 2500 ISO. We shouldn't see grain here.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it. It's not in my opinion, it's not an additive. It's trying hard to be something that it's not.
Yeah.
This is fine. It's not an incredible image. As part of let me look at the next one. That's a little better, but again, 70 to 200, 70 to 200. If you have access to practice, that is where you start to get out the wider lenses, because this is the time where you can get closer to your subjects where you can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that during the game.
Yeah.
So this is where you break out the 11 to 24 and you go and you have a day. And you
Yeah.
focus on getting close to him as he's running down the court, or the full wide shot in front of the pro shot, pull, right? Do the things that you can't do normally.
Okay.
Guys tying their shoes up close. Like, that's the stuff. I'm not saying you don't do the 70 to 200,
Yeah.
but let's tell the story. Now, 1DX Mark III. You had the R3 already, right?
I think I had the 24 or 70 to 200 on that one at the time.
Okay, that's fine. This is great. Perfect composition. We got Citizens Bank in the background. We've got the Liberty Bell lit up. So we've established the scene. We've got really good. You chopped them right around the knees, right below the knees, perfectly fine. Good balance on the composition. Good edit. Nice tones. Once do you need to be at 1,000? Doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. 1,000 ISO is going to be perfectly fine with that camera. This is very good. This is spot on. Except if it's cropped wrong. Again. I can't stress this enough. Can we not shoot for Instagram?
Yeah.
I just don't want the mentality to be, oh, we got to shoot for Instagram. We have to make it the 5:3 aspect ratio, or 4:5 aspect ratio. I will not live by that. I just can't.
Okay.
Just deliver them the pictures the proper way. They're going to go crop them anyway. You know that.
Yeah.
So, I got tired of just telling people, hey, stop cropping my or if you're going, you can supply it to them. If there's an image where they might cut something wrong, I would give them the original, and then you could be ready for Instagram. So as we were talking, when you sent me these files, you sent them to me on Dropbox, and a lot of people want to know, how do we send files to each other? And you sent it, you shared it as I don't know, you invited me to the Dropbox folder, which is in my opinion, don't do, because that gives people access to that folder in a way where they have to sign into Dropbox to get it. I don't like that sharing. The best way to do it is you grab the link, you share the link to the Dropbox, and you send it to people, and they don't need to have Dropbox in order to open it. And what I tell them, because sometimes they're like, oh, I need to access the Dropbox. I'm like, no, you don't. Just open it in the browser. Don't let them open it in the app. You open it in the browser, they can then download it. So it's always good to give people a little information like, hey, I'm going to send you this Dropbox link. Keep in mind that you don't need to actually have Dropbox to download this. Just open it in the browser, and then you can select them all and download them. You just want to take out the roadblocks for people and just help them.
Yeah.
But this is a great shot.
Let me jump in here real quick and say I hope you're enjoying this mentorship of Aaron's work. This is exactly what you might get if you sign up for a one-on-one 45-minute mentorship call with me. You can sign up for that right now at froknosphoto.com/mentorship, and for a back-to-school sale that I'm running right now, you can use the code that is up on the screen right now at checkout to save $40 off the regular price of a one-on-one live mentorship. Or if you want to get a 15-minute recorded rapid fire critique, you can also save, I believe it's $20, so it's not $99, it's $79, and you can save with the code that is on the screen right now as well. Both of these are for the back to school sale, and once it's over, those codes will no longer be available. So I hope you're ready for some real, true mentorship from me. Again, head on over to froknosphoto.com/mentorship to lock up your spot today.
Yeah, so I think the next couple shots are, it's like a giving back event with MLB greats in the back, and then they were working with a whole bunch of kids.
Okay. Cool. So this is 24 to 70. So you're at 24. That's fine. You're getting the wide. Right. Like I like the wide. I still, when you get more comfortable and confident with who you're shooting, the 11 to 24. Yes, you have all the way to 24, which would give you this same shot. But when you start to go slightly wider to places that most people don't shoot, it conveys the sense of scene. But when you go wide, you have to still get close. You would still fill the guy in the frame about this, in this area, but going wider, are there more people to the right and the left or no?
Like maybe one or two. So yeah.
So it's not about just shooting wide to shoot wide. It's still about shooting wide, but you want to get close to the subject. I mean, I kind of want to show you. I kind of want to show you some images. WBC dinner practice. So let's go to practice and let's pick the best images here. Did I select? Okay. So I am. You might say that's a little too wide. You might, but I'm conveying like there's all these people. They're walking in. Oh, and the way that I composed it is we've got the big ass. Well, that's not a palm tree. That's a stanchion with a cell tower on it. But see, like we start to go wide. This is 10 millimeters. That's wider than what you have. But then I have my 28 to 70. So I also like this look, but I also like this feel because we're showing more, and it's not just a tight. We'll just go through. That's just basic stuff. Then we get out on the field. Here's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
like if I shot this at 24, it would lose some oomph to it.
Yeah.
Right? But I also got pretty close. You could see I'm less than 5 yards from him based on those lines. This gets everybody. And then 56 millimeters, kind of boring. Right? 28, fine. Right? Then, the side shots are still good. This is where I'm giving the wides, the mediums, the tights, and the details.
Right.
But this is, look, I could get close to him at 10.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right?
That's cool.
And these are just basic, right? At practice, isolating the subjects with the 85. It's fine, I isolate, but see how even from a distance it gives you a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
We're telling more of a story than just isolating the subject. That's like boring,
yeah.
right? I'm calling my own boring, but you have to take these shots in order to be ready to get these shots.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Right, they're fine. They're ISO shots. They're going to be good for each player. But then we want to get. I chopped his arms, right? I know I chopped his arms. It's just what I did. Yeah, these are. Oh, and then I break out the fisheye, but I get close. You got to be careful with the fisheye. Did I give you an 8 to 15?
No.
All right. But you see how I'm close to the subject?
Yeah, that's a really cool shot.
Now this is 14 with the fisheye. But fisheye is very limiting because this is fisheye, and then this is not.
Okay.
It's like the fisheye in some situations looks better than this spreading it out, right?
Yeah.
And I don't like how it spreads the edges at 10. So I'm not saying that these are perfect all the time. I'm just showing you the difference in what you can get. And I had access to the field, so I'm getting pictures of supporting staff. Now we're getting close and inside the huddle, right? I never met most of these guys. I didn't know them, but they knew I was there to do my thing.
Yeah.
So look, I'm all up in there. This is 14 millimeters with the fisheye. I like the fisheye in here because it gave me the rounded edges. It made it more soft than when I went wider with the 10 millimeter. But you see how I'm drawing you into the subject here by using these two out of focus versus just a picture of the guy standing there?
Yeah.
Right? Now I go behind him. This is I was using the 100 to 300. So now we're getting these people listening. Right. Not everyone is a winner. Not every one of those shots is a winner.
Right.
But then I saw something. I was like, oh, I see the ball. Let's try to, do this. Right? Get the ball there and his eyes are on the ball. Right? So I just tried it a few times, got a few different angles. This is terrible. Like, this is terrible. That's a terrible photo. I don't even know who that is, but it's just a terrible photo. My goal was just to try and get everybody.
Right.
Anyway. Oh, here's some bench stuff, right? We're going down the bench.
Yeah.
We're conveying, and we're not just isolating the one subject. And then up in the cage, got close. Then the cage behind the scenes. These are just photos to get of people participating, right? These are just to make sure that I have those, but then we get a little more creative down here. See? Do you see how there's more room to breathe? And yeah, it's a vertical, but you see how you can get more of the dugout going?
Yeah.
And that's it. That takes us out of those. So anyway, that was just a little side quest right there to show you some of those. We should get back to doing it. I just believe that the widers are going to be slightly better.
Yeah.
But as you saw from what I showed you, not every image is a keeper.
Right.
Also, not every image is shot tight and not every image is shot wide. There was a mix of wides, medium tights, and even the details of the hat on the ground.
Yeah.
And I did the isolation shots of each player so that each player could have those photos. They weren't meant to be the greatest thing ever, but they were to make sure that I got at least something of everybody so they could share it. And then I put up a folder, and then I sent them the Dropbox link, not a share. I didn't share it with them. I sent them the link so they can do whatever they want. I think the edit's fine. I don't think it's spectacular.
Yeah, it's pretty basic.
There's not a lot of color. We could probably get away with behind the scenes going black and white, right? Like the color's blah because of the AstroTurf, but we could get away with a little bit more black and white. And yeah, some people are like, well, when an image sucks, if you make it black and white, it makes it better. Or you made it black and white because the image sucks. I don't think so. I think this is better. To me, it conveys behind the scenes a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where 41 is not the answer to this. Because there's a lot of stuff going on around.
Yeah.
And this is where I get the vertical, so it's good to get the ISO shot. That's fine. You get the player alliance, they're teaching, that's good. I just think you could show a little bit more of what's going on.
Okay.
Settings, 1/800th of a second, 8,000 with the 1DX Mark III.
Yeah.
It's fine. Or in this situation, do we need to be at 800th? I don't know. 8,000's fine. It doesn't look bad, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, you should have done this. Just with the newer cameras, it's going to be much easier to be up there. But yeah, so that's fine. I don't like the edit, and I would probably, you may have done this. You focused on the coach, then you focused on the player also.
Yeah, I did.
Make sure you get both. All right, a little detail. Hate the crop. Despise the crop. As in absolutely despise it. But these are too tight. Like, sure, he's shown it, like, shown him how to hold the ball. Great, that's fine. But do you know how much better would you have access to get closer? And if you're gonna get the 11 to 24 out, you should be switching around. How long was this practice?
An hour, I want to say. Hour and a half.
Yeah. And did you ever once touch your 11 to 24?
No.
Did you even bring it?
Yeah, it was in the bag.
Then why are you not using it?
I don't know. I mean, we've talked about it before where I just really like the tight shots, so I'm going to definitely keep working on getting wider.
What do you like about it?
I don't know. I just really like how, like, center and, like, focused they are.
Okay, that's all well and good to get a couple of those. But when you have an hour to shoot the same thing over and over, so what you would do in this situation, I would go around and make sure I get the ISO photos of each kid with the coaches and do all of that, find some details, but you got to throw on that 11 to 24. Even with the 11 to 24, you can go to 24. Right. And it's also going to be an f4, but you can go with a slower shutter speed at f4. You could be at 1/250th of a second if they're not throwing the ball. If they're throwing the ball, you could be at 1/400th at f4 at 8,000 ISO would be perfectly fine. Or because it's one stop. That's going to be fine, right?
Yeah.
But wider's going to basically feel like it's getting more light. You gotta get in there. This is the opportunity to get close. You can isolate people getting close while still conveying the scene.
Okay.
It's in the bag. You got to use it. You got to. You got to go out and do it. I'm going to tell you can't use a 24 to 70, a 70 to 200, or anything else at another practice. You have to learn to like the conveying the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not to say that that's all you ever shoot, but you need to shoot it and you will see the difference. It's not saying that every one of those World Baseball Classic images. Oh my God. I just thought about something. I got to show you some of these other World Baseball Classic images. Where's practice? I mean, look at this. Okay?
Yeah,
if you shot this at 24, this is 10. I knew exactly what I was doing here.
Yeah.
The goal was convey the scene. We are playing at whatever Miami Stadium is, whatever the name it is, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't even know I got the 2026 over here perfectly with the well, I don't even know what everything else is, but this was the World Baseball Classic. I got the framing I wanted. I got him ISO'd, right? No one else is in the frame because there's a lot of other people around. But this, it's a wide, but I'm still filling the frame with him pretty much.
Yeah, that's
And
nice.
sure, I've got 28 to 70 stuff as well, right? But this is 10 millimeter. I got, you know how close I am to them?
Yeah.
But if all I did was shoot this super tight, you lose out. You lose out on everything, right? This sucks. That's a photo. This, a lot better. This is with the 28 to 70, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep showing you some more of these because I did a lot on the field, and I wasn't really supposed to be on the field, but they brought me out. They let me out on the field. The team brought me out. So this is just, I'm looking for something. That's 28 to 70. It's still good, the 28 to 70 from a distance. Like,
Right.
if it was just a tight picture, it just, you lose so much.
Yeah.
I like to let it breathe. And this is just playing around, just trying to find it. I don't like that it stretches things out so much. So that might not be the best in this situation. But I like that we are getting a whole wide area. There's more than just these guys ISO'd. We could ISO them all day long.
Yeah.
Stubbsy, right? All walking out to the field. But then I also had the 28 to 70 on the other camera so that I could also get the interactions of the players.
Right.
And I'm just switching back and forth. Oh, the black and white is so much better here, by the way.
I was gonna say the black and white looks really cool.
Right. So the other photographer, she was photographing, so I was not allowed to get the team photo, so I made sure to get photos of her. But no, like I get other people on the team, other staffers. These are like I think these are fantastic. See, I still did it though. Here's 54 millimeters, right? I'm giving a mix of everything. It's fine. I think that's so much better though. Like this could be any stadium. Now you start to really recognize the scene. And now details behind the scene, guys warming up, 28 millimeters, right? Because I have space to move. Then up close and personal with the 10 millimeter. And then getting closer. All right, enough of me showing my stuff. Well, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, no, that looks really good.
But see, like 10 millimeters by the cage. You're going to have access to this stuff soon. You're not far off. We know that. This is a tight picture. It's fine. But they're just tight pictures. These are more just for them to have.
Yeah.
Right? They're ISOs, but you can see wides, mediums, tights, details. We got a little bit of everything across the board. That's what I'm trying to convey. You're like, oh, I just like the tights. Well, I don't. Right? It's going to get boring. This is boring.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not just yelling at him, because I'm gonna share this with everybody to understand that. I don't know what this is. What is this?
They had like 6 like special guests like that they were honoring, so they just wanted quick snapshots. I don't know. I just really liked the way she was looking. I'm not saying it's like the greatest picture, but I just kind of like the way she was looking.
Okay. Do we have any other pictures that tell us where we are, what's going on?
Yeah, I have like behind the scenes of like her getting interviews and stuff.
Behind the scenes getting interviewed. Did you
Like
potentially have a
bit
wide
wider.
angle lens?
Yes. And
Why
that
didn't
was
you
because that was the one that I didn't really like because I didn't like how it was showing too much.
Send it to me right now.
Okay, let me look at it.
Yeah, you send that to me right now. I want to see it. We're going to pull that up. I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
What is this? 280, 400, 1. Okay, so this is with the R3. I can see All-Star Week. I like it. Again, this is the 70 to 200. I know you didn't bring the other out. I think this is a little too overexposed. I'm going to bring down the exposure, and we're going to pump up the contrast here a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. We're not going to go too far, but that's overexposed. This makes it look better. Remember, he's in the shade. This is okay. Yeah. Good composition. I like you're using the netting framing to draw you into the subject. It's causing a really nice frame. And this is using the R3, so now we can see that your compositions are going to get better because It's just much easier to focus with those focus boxes, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to hate this photo. I absolutely hate this photo.
Right.
Why do I hate this photo?
Cut off his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did, because if it's a 70 to 200. But you didn't need to cut off his hand. You have all this dead head space. You needed to fill the top of the frame more.
Right.
So you just, you got to think about the compositions. You can't be chopping his hands off like that.
Okay.
Exposure's fine. I just tightened it up just a little bit. Hey, this is the guy that I got a shot of too.
Yeah, he's a big part of the Players Alliance. So we had like 4 guys that we had to like focus on the whole time.
My heart just broke just a little bit again because it's in 4:5 aspect ratio. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Just stop. Especially for your portfolio and for what you're showing me. I don't want to see 4:5 crops. That's not using your entire frame.
Okay.
I want to see the entire original frame. I do not want to see 4:5 crops. I want you to not deliver any more 4:5 crops.
Okay.
I know they might, if they ask for it ready for Instagram, fine, give them a second folder. But for your sake, you need to be shooting for a 2:3 aspect ratio fully, and not shooting for a crop.
Okay.
All right. I want you to shoot with intent, and the intent is using the entire frame, not cropping down after the fact for a 4:5. I'm happy though. Are you cropping a lot of these other than just taking the edges into a 4:5?
No, that's the only crop I do for them.
All right. Like really happy with your composing in the camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know when that other image is ready.
I put it in the folder.
All right. So now we have 2 images behind the scenes that you did with the 24 millimeter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to like this a hell of a lot more than I'm going to like the other stuff that you did. The tight, like, I have zero context on what's going on here.
Right.
She's being interviewed?
Yeah.
Okay. These are going to be so much better.
Right.
With a little bit of a tweak. You need to back up. You need to make sure, like, for a shot like this, we kind of don't want to see outside that frame as much.
Okay.
Right? But I'm okay if we go, I think you need to tilt down more, back up, get a little bit more behind the scenes. But the 8000 ISO is killing you here. But see, now that we darken it up to get the subject who's lit perfectly by these other lights.
Yeah.
Look, now we know they're being interviewed, right? This is so much better. You've got perfect left-hand side, perfect right-hand side to draw you into the subject. I just want you to tilt down more. We don't need this up here.
Okay.
We need more, like, just keep the Players Alliance in there.
Okay.
This stuff is so much more valuable. I mean, I get it. You like this picture, but it has zero context.
Yeah.
It can't stand on. It just can't stand on its own.
Right.
This black and white. Look at this.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Don't tell me you don't like the wide. It is so much better.
Right.
So much better behind the scenes here. It's like it's just so much better. I kind of want to show you another shot. I know I just saw it. Let me get into my folder here. And I do these during my critiques and mentorships, by the way, too. I do pull from my archive to show people. All right. So, I have my Born to Bowl show, and this was for the premiere. And I went to shoot photos because I want to shoot. I don't want to go to a premiere. I don't want to be at an event and have someone else taking the pictures, right? I wasn't working the event, but I wanted to convey the scene. So here, this is 10 millimeters showing the premiere, the bowling alley, right? This is stuff you will do when you are asked to cover an event. They may not say, hey, show the room, but they spend a lot of money to set up the room with balloons. And like if it's a basic ballroom and they have balloons there and they have table settings and they have everything, make sure you get these shots in there. Right. Then this is just behind the scenes. I only had the one lens. I only had the 10 to 20. I didn't bring another lens to shoot this. So I'm just showing behind the scenes. And like I said earlier, I didn't like that you could see everything, or you could see beyond it. In this case, I don't mind that you can see beyond it because I'm doing true, really far behind the scenes stuff. I don't
Right.
want to just do the super tight like this, though I do some of that,
Yeah.
right? I still try to do that. I mix it in. But so this is behind the scenes. This is behind, right? You get it?
Yeah.
And this is holding the camera probably up a little bit. So I would like to tilt down more and not really have all, because I'm not going to defend myself and be like, oh, I should, this is great that it has that up there. No, not as much. And the lighting was terrible, as you could see. This
Yeah.
is what I wanted to do when it was my turn to go out there to get my photo taken. I wanted to turn the camera on everybody else. So
That's cool.
these two images, which would you pick? This one or this one?
Me personally, the one before.
This one?
No, the other one.
Why?
Just because the flash isn't in your way. I guess if
So
you
do
want
you
to
know
see
why-
it from a view, though, I guess, yeah.
I'm trying to convey that it's the flash because it's a red carpet. There's lots of flashes going off. This was
Yeah.
a lucky accident. I'm not going to say I was trying to do this. So I thought about it. I'm like, well, this is fine because you see all these people behind the scenes and you get all this stuff going on and you see all of that. But to me, you still see all the people, but the flash going off.
Yeah.
I'm on the red carpet, so that's what I'm looking at. Then there's just basics behind the scenes, right? You got Ben Stiller, you got my buddy Troy, and then you just got what else is going on there. You get the point, though?
Yeah.
I just had the wide because a 28 to 70 or a 24 to 70 would be boring as hell in here. And
Right.
I don't want to take these same pictures that all these people in this area are taking. They're just taking tight pictures to take tight pictures.
Yeah.
If you're doing behind the scenes of the red carpet, I don't want to see just a tight picture of these people. I love this to convey the scene. I like seeing behind the scenes more. That's not to say you don't break out the 70 to 200 when you get a second to then come in and get the tight picture of them in front of the step and repeat banner.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
Because I know we're spending lots of time, but I do this, guys, on these mentorships. I go through my own archive, and I also tend to go overtime.
So how are we doing so far? Are you enjoying this mentorship? Because I know you can probably take information from this mentorship, but if you want to sign up for your own as part of the back to school special, these codes are available right now to get discounts on the one-on-one 45-minute live Zoom mentorship with me or the 15-minute recorded rapid fire critiques. The best way to learn is to face it head on and get the true criticisms right off the rip. No beating around the bush, just straight to the point. That is the best way you are going to improve and get better, and I hope I can be your mentor. Now, back to the video.
This is so good. Now
Yeah.
looking at this compared to the others, and it doesn't
Yeah.
need to be the 10 millimeter, right? But remember, the 11 to 24 goes to 24,
Yeah.
but also allows you to go to 11 and
Yeah.
do everything in between. But this is really good. I would just bring it down a little bit to give more hand room.
Okay.
We already talked about that. We already talked about this. This is terrible. This is fine, right? It conveys it. It gets it, because I know you can't get it. Walk out there. Actually, you may have been allowed to walk out there. So were you allowed to walk out on the tarp?
No, we were able to stay like on that dirt area.
The warning track?
Yeah.
So for me, I don't like chopping him where you chop. I mean, it's fine. I get it. Future stars up on the board. Great. Get your 70 to 200. For this, you could break out your 24 to 70 and try to do it. Or maybe you're starting to break out your 85 or a 50. I don't know if you have a 50. This is where we start to play with, I'll have to give you another one, a 50-1-2 or a 50-1-4, a 35-1-4, an 85. You're going to start to see a different. Oh, no. What do I hate about this?
How tight it is.
I mean, I can live with the tight shot. I can't live with this composition.
Okay.
I can't live with this composition at all. Like, you want to do the composition, and I know this doesn't have the Colorado on there. I don't have the whole file to work with. Working with that composition is better. I'm not saying working with that tightness. I just don't like where you put him. Also,
Okay.
it's just a boring shot of a guy.
Yeah.
Is he
Well,
being
I was just trying to
interviewed?
I was just trying to get as many pictures of this guy that they could use whenever they need. So it was just a whole bunch of different
Well, this is a
different
bad
kind
one.
of shots. Yeah.
This is a bad one.
Yeah.
Is he being interviewed right here?
No, he was just smiling. There was no interview yet at the time.
Okay, so this is like Griffey Jr. baseball card shot. It's cropped way too tight.
Yeah. Again, it's the Instagram one.
You.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I get it, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Be careful with, how much you brighten up the face and everything.
Okay.
This is good. Are you kneeling, or is he just? I know he's tall, but are you down?
I think I'm like, I don't remember exactly.
I think you're.
Definitely wasn't staying straight up though.
No, I think you need to for this. I like being down low for some. I think for this, maybe just a smidge higher. It's fine. Not gonna rip it apart. It's fine. I just don't like the straight tight all the way to the edge. I want to see the original frame.
Okay.
That's much better. That's much better. I mean, this is All-Star Sunday. I like all of the out of focus stuff. This is the dugout, right?
Yeah.
I like the contrast. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. I think it's still a little too bright. There you go. Tightened it up just a little bit. This is where I yell at you. Now you're on the target. You're right there with the 70 to 200. It's just too tight.
Yeah.
Your 24 to 70 would be a better choice, and then 11 to 24. You had access to this. I know you did.
Yeah.
11 to 24 is going to allow you to get closer and really, really convey the story.
Yeah.
No, just no. So much no on this one.
Okay.
It's just we chop his arm. We don't know if he's a player. This could just be some random fan wearing a jersey.
Yeah.
This is the All-Star walkout at the Independence Hall.
Yeah.
Where's Independence Hall?
Right. Yeah.
I know the setup was tough. A lot of the photographers said they didn't have a lot of room to shoot, and it was difficult.
Yeah.
But these are just pictures of. This is just a picture of a guy walking.
Right.
Right. I get it. Give him that. I think you got it. You're gonna if you go on Getty Images and just search up this day, look at what the Getty photographers were posting.
Okay.
It's a thing you could do. I'm not saying I like all the Getty stuff, but they were going wider, right? They're showing the red carpet. They're showing the environment. The whole point is we're there. And if you're if you're gonna stand out, anybody can take tight pictures. But for you to stand out amongst the crowd, I mean, you're already getting access. You were hired to do this, which is amazing. I congratulate you on making that happen. We want to convey the scene.
Okay.
We gotta convey the scene.
Yeah.
We really do. I want you to stand out even more. Anybody can take a tight picture, but now let's start seeing there's Independence Hall in the background. I want to see it. This could be a picture anywhere, and it just lacks. It just loses it.
Okay.
I mean, just a picture of LeBron on the stage.
Yeah.
You know what I think about this?
What?
It's just a picture of a guy on a stage.
Yeah.
Show the scene. Get the tights, that's fine. Get these tights, that's great. Then go behind some people and shoot behind them, right?
Yeah.
Use things in the foreground to just get some interest. Go to the side. You had a press pass for this, right?
Yeah.
Go to the side. Do different angles. I'm going to show you another set real quick. Hopefully I didn't move it yet. Okay. So I'm pulling up these behind the scenes from an event very similar, but a much smaller area. So actually, I'm just going to show you these pictures. So all access to do what I want. They didn't need me to shoot, but I was going to shoot anyway. They invited me. I'm like, I'm bringing my camera and I'm giving you photos. These don't need to be much wider. I'm going for something, but it's all part of the story. People interacting. Is this a boring shot? Yeah, but when it goes as part of the story, it all adds up. Right? I've got my wides, I've got my mediums, I got my tights. I don't really so much have details here, but I just am giving them these photos so they can use them however they see fit. I'm not cropping these either, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this gets boring. It's just a tight shot, and that's all right. They're isolated. They're fine. It's fine. But look, using the left and right to draw us into the middle. I'm just going around getting pictures of these people during the coffee, the cocktail hour type thing. I need to change that composition. Then on the stage, very small area to shoot. I make sure I get the people on the stage shot, but then I make sure I change my angle up. I get some of the crowd paying attention. I get my wider behind the scenes to get the whole room.
Yeah.
There's not much I can do here. But the side shot of LeBron talking to who he's talking to is going to be better.
Yeah. We weren't able to get on those sides. In the audience, they had select media, and you had to be like
Yeah.
right in the front.
I gotcha. That's
But yeah,
boring.
not like those.
Right. So I'm just giving you some ideas for the future.
Yeah.
Like there's only so much I can do here with the guy being so tall and the projector projecting on his forehead. They needed a shot. I got them a shot. Then I went out into the hallway to get the other people getting ready. I'm like, all right. And someone else was taking pictures. I let them do their thing. I was just there.
Yeah.
Not easy to get these shots. They're boring. But just a tight picture is a tight picture is a tight picture.
Yep.
Whatever. Right? I'm just trying to show what we can show here.
Right.
It gets repetitive, but that's why you try to add some of the other types of images throughout the shoot. So I guess there were a couple more at the end, and I know you got to get jetting. Nope.
Same thing. Yeah.
But I get it. You've got restrictions. Okay. Again, you're never sending me another 4:5 aspect ratio again.
No more Instagram props.
So this is the running back guy. Oh, see, that's great. That's great. See, not super duper tight, and this guy taking pictures over here, not going to get good photos that way. Monopod standing all the way up like that, just get down lower. Like you are down lower. This is so much better, right? So you can do the verticals. I like letting it breathe in this situation because you have the stands and the fans because that's what it's about, the practice. Also get the horizontals at the same time as well.
Yeah.
Do your verticals, do your horizontals. This is very nice. This is boring as hell.
I've just always seen a football shot of like the guy's one eye and then you have him catching the ball. I've always just seen that, so I want to try it.
It's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not going to set the world on fire.
Right, yeah.
It's fine. It's not going to set the world on fire. Let's remember that.
That was just a quick shot I took at the rain delay at the I couldn't move that. It was stationary, and that was like right in the middle of the field.
All right, that's fine. You could try other angles too, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But at least you used your 11 millimeter for something.
Yep, exactly. I was thinking.
Did you darken the sky?
Not by much. I used one of the presets.
Yeah, I know that I can tell which preset it is, but just be careful that that you don't darken the sky too much.
Okay.
All right. Good job. I mean, this is good. I'm my yelling at you is not yelling at you. It's encouraging you to do this better.
Yeah.
It really is. So what are your takeaways today?
To start shooting more wide shots, I'm going to bring 11-24 to the next game and practice, since obviously college sports are starting. So kind of focusing on wider shots and then also obviously pairing it with game action shots. See what I can get.
You have the access.
Yeah.
Get on the sidelines with the wider stuff. It's not to say that the 24-70 isn't going to be usable. You saw when I show you the break, like my entire shoots, you're seeing I have the wides. I break out the 28 to say some shots are at 56. Some shots are at 42, right? It's what feels right, but in the entire story, give that to them. Not just a tight picture. This woman, she's getting interviewed, but I like it. Yeah. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But the other two that you didn't share with me, see, part of the other issue might be you're not sure what is good and what isn't good yet.
Yeah.
And that's the culling process. And that's the thing where, maybe we need to go through an entire photo shoot together and cull the images down and show you what is good and what is not good. That's a thing I can do on a mentorship with people as well. We can help cull and show you what's good because a lot of people don't know what are the good shots. All in all, really good exposures. I'm not worried about that. You've now upgraded. You've got the R5 and the R3. Yep. Tremendous. A lot of adapted glass. Actually, all adapted glass right now. But it works.
Yeah.
The stuff is really good. So I'm glad you learned the way you learned. You're on a really good path. But we got to get those stories. And what I was going to say about Getty is don't study them too hard. All you're going to see from news shooters are tight shots. Tight, 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 tight. Yeah. That's all they try to do. Like the tight shot of the guy catching the ball, they love that because it's like it's going to run and so-and-so played a game. Tight shot. In grand scheme of things, telling a story, boring.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes.
Okay. Any
Thank you very
questions
much.
before we go?
I do not. Now, I guess I'll send you. I'll do like another thing like where last time where you had me like focus on a specific thing. The next test will be just getting wide angle shots.
Wide angles that convey scene, but also tell a story. Not
Correct.
not wide for wide's sake. And you don't
Yeah.
have to shoot everything at 11. You don't.
Yeah.
But from 11 to like 14 or 15 millimeters is probably the sweet spot, right? I love 14 millimeters. 11 on that lens is beautiful. 24 is like, yeah, it's more normal. If that's the lens you have on, that's fine. But
Yeah.
I want you to just use that damn lens for a minute.
I will.
Okay?
Definitely. Yes, thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome.
All right, see ya.
All right. Have a good one. We'll see
You
you.
too. Bye.
Bye.
So that was a pretty long mentorship, and from time to time, I go into overtime, or extra innings as I like to call it, when I'm doing these 45-minute rapid-fire one-on-one critiques. There's a lot to talk about, and I also thought it was important for me to go back into my work to solidify or make the points that I was trying to make to him, to show him the wides, the mediums, the tights, and the details, so he doesn't leave the one lens in his bag, or he doesn't just use one lens the entire time. This is all about helping him become a better photographer, and the quickest way to do that is to tell him exactly what he's doing wrong. Once again, head on over to froknosphoto.com/mentorship, where you can decide if you want to get a 15-minute rapid-fire recorded critique or a one-on-one live 45-minute Zoom call with me. Again, the codes are up on the screen. You're going to save $40 off a one-on-one live call with me, or $20 off a recorded rapid-fire critique during the back-to-school sale that is going on right now. When the sale is over, the codes will stop working, so I hope you decide to pick some up. You can buy more than one if you would like and bank them for the future or use them throughout the year. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope to be your mentor and help you become a better photographer. Jared Polin, froknosphoto.com. See ya.